The university defends its admission policy, of which race is one of many factors, such as socioeconomic status, and as of 2005, race.
Here. But California here, we do explicitly prohibits putting race into the mix. Right. You cannot do it. Which is
Affirmative Action, so just don't understand, you know what I mean?
In fall 2012, the total enrollment, graduate and undergraduate, for African American males at UCLA was 660 students. That's 3.3% of the 19,838 other males enrolled here. Out of that 660 African American male students, 65% are undergraduate athletes. The number of entering male freshman students was 2,418. Only 48 of them are African American.
Look at the experience in the places where affirmative action has been eliminated. There's been a 1/3 to 1/2 drop in the number of Black and Latino students admitted. 80% of those students would have graduated from those institutions. And what that means is not only the smashing of the dreams of those students, but it means that we will have less Black and Latino doctors, lawyers, and leaders in every field in the future than we do today. And at the very moment that the country is becoming majority-minority, its leadership will be becoming more and more white. And that's a new form of separate and unequal, which is just unjustified.
Allow the government to pick and choose people who get to enter college and graduate schools based upon the color of their skin. I think the day is over for that.
Well, but isn't there something to be said that after slavery and Jim Crow and racial discrimination, it's like we all started a race.
But that's
and
not...
3/4 of the way through the race, they said, okay, black people, you can start running now. And then they're like, okay, everybody's running, so...
Everybody starts out on an even scale. Not everybody starts out with the same benefits and access and abilities to achieve. And so we do something about that in a country where we want everybody to have a shot at success.
Rising inequality and declining mobility are also bad for our families and social cohesion. Now, it's true that the painful legacy of discrimination means that African Americans, Latinos, Native Americans are far more likely to suffer from a lack of opportunity. But the idea that a child may never be able to escape that poverty because she lacks a decent education or health care, or a community that views her future as their own, that should offend all of us. And it should compel us to action. We are a better country than this. We know that education is the most important predictor of income today. Step 2 is making sure we empower more Americans with the skills and education they need to compete in a highly competitive global economy. A child's course in life should not be determined by the zip code he's born in, but by the strength of his work ethic and the scope of his dreams.
Come from a background where they seem like they might not be different from anybody else, they are different from anybody else. And I think we need to explore methods for that. And instead of hiding behind an anonymous post, come out and have a conversation with somebody. Everybody has perceptions of whatever it is, and people want to engage and have that conversation. And being scared, you shouldn't feel any reason to be scared to have that conversation.
You might have come from a small school in the Northeast where that's just the type of people you hang out with, but once you come to Georgetown, there's many realities that are just coinciding with each other, and you have to learn that, there's a world outside of what you came from. I get to hang out with different groups of friends, and I get to have different experiences, and I don't think any one experience is bad or better. I think they're all unique experiences, and as a Hoya, I'm passionate about learning of different cultures, and I get that every day from talking to friends at Leo's who are one ethnicity to going out on the weekends with another set of ethnicities, and it's just, I don't feel at all that there's just one Georgetown. There's many Georgetowns in a melting pot, so I don't feel like I've lost anything. You have to wake up and realize you're in the 21st century, not in the 19th century, and realize that there's many realities coinciding, and if you don't wake up, you're going to quickly get hit by it, and it's not going to be pretty.
We always want to be considered next to the Ivies and whatnot, and part of being a great student body is having diversity of colors, religions, opinions, regions, etc., because that's what makes good people, good business leaders, good politicians, good whatever. So in an ever-changing, globalized world, it's only to Georgetown's advantage to have diversity on campus, because that's what the world is now.